This conference will now be recorded.
Hi team, this is Venkat. I'm going to give training online and offline. Okay. So is there any reason why we need to learn Talend ETL tool? Because of in the n number of ETL tools are there in the market, right? So why we need to use Talend team? Any idea? Be- Because of I can see multiple ETL tools, multiple programming tools are there, but especially if you learn something, we need to get some benefit, right? So is there any reason why we need to learn? Any idea, team? Any idea?
No.
Okay. So see, let me explain it. So see, so Talend is a ETL tool. ETL means extract the data, perform the some transformation, and load into the target. So we'll get the data from the source, we'll read it, then we'll apply some conditions, then we will load into the target. Okay. So as per the business requirement. So this is a tool, right? It is not required programming language. So when compared with the other technologies, so multiple ETL tools are there in the market, like Ab initio, data stage, Informatica, SAP BODS. These are all the old tools. Talend is the new tool. Cloud integration we can easily implement in the Talend. So other ETL tools, it is also there, but it's not flexible. But Talend is very flexible to achieve the customer requirement easily without coding. So that's why it's a open source. We can download the software and we can develop it. So there is a licensed version also there. So licensed version, it is having some more extra functions. We can do it. That's why customer is preferable Talend. When I come into the market side, so in the market, less people are there. Talent resources are there. Openings are more. So openings are more means we can easily get the job, right? So packages also very good for the Talent ETL tool compared with other technologies. So that's why we need to learn Talend. We can easily learn Talend and we can easily get the job. Okay. So any questions so far? Why we need to learn Talend? So Talend, the course duration 45 days. It means 35 working days. Okay. Daily class timings, 8:30 morning, 8:30 a.m. to IST timing to, so 9:30 a.m. Okay. So Monday to Friday will connect the classes, Monday to Friday. Saturday, sometimes I will connect it. Saturday, sometimes special classes like it is required some basic SQL. So Saturday sometimes we'll connect the special classes. So in this course duration, we are going to explain. So we'll provide the recording videos. Each class recording videos will provide. Real-time scenarios we will explain. Training materials. So these materials we already prepared it. So each class documents we have prepared it. We have around 20-25 documents are there. It is clear steps. So each class documents will provide. Okay. So along with interview questions and answers will explain. Project explanation, resume preparation, mock interviews, doubts clarifications, interview questions and answers will explain it. Okay. So this is the course content, whatever we are going to cover in the 35 days, 35 working days. So let me show you the course content. So we'll give the Talend software, we'll provide it. We'll explain how to install the Talend software. We'll cover the ETL concept. Oracle database will cover. So along with the Talend components, we'll explain it. So Muthu, if you're not able to hear, am I able to? Others are able to hear my voice?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So Muthu can drop up and rejoin back. Maybe it's having some network issue from your side. Okay. So drop up and rejoin back. Okay. So any doubts, team? Why we need to learn Talend? Any questions?
No, could you please jump into the subject a little bit, like what are the
Yeah.
topics we are going to cover and what are the advantages we have in this tool over the other ETL tool?
Yeah. So these are the components we are going to cover it. This is the course content. We'll share you everybody. Okay. So we are going to read the multiple sources like the flat files, Oracle, MySQL, Snowflake, how to read it, Redshift, how to connect it. Okay. So along with the SCD types, we'll explain it. Deployment process, real-time deployment, how to do it. So how to schedule the jobs by using the tag. There is a different types of schedulers are there. Okay, we'll explain how to schedule the jobs. So mock project explanation, mock interviews will connect it. Okay, so let me explain one of the example, then you will understand clearly. Okay, so let me take one scenario. Assume that I have one source. Assume that I have some source, some data. So let me take any one file. So let me open SRC customer file. Okay, it is an empty. Okay, let me open different files. So assume that I'm reading the one of the file. This is the text file. Okay. So this is the comma delimited file. There is employee number, employee name, job, salary, DPT number. I want to read this text file. Okay. So I want to load into my target another the text file. I want to generate it. When I load the data into the target, I want to apply some condition. The condition is called, I want to load only DEPT number 10 records. I don't want to load all the records. Okay. So how to do in the Talend? We'll see one example. Okay. So this is the text file, right? So I want to read the text file in Talend means there is just some components are there. So tFile input delimited. By using the tFile input delimited component, I can read the text files and CSV files. Okay. So I want to load into another text file. I want to generate it, right? So we need to use some component tFile output delimited. By using the tFile output delimiter component, I can generate the CSV file and text file. Now my requirement, I want to generate the text file. Between, what is my condition, team? Can somebody tell me? Wherever the DEPT number 10 is there, the 10 records only I want to load into my target. I don't want to load all the records. So DEPT number 10, how many records are there in my source, team? So
3 records.
three records. These three
Three
records.
records.
These 3 records only I want to load it. So let me copy this. So this is the first record. My DPT number 10, it is true. It will load into the target. This is the 20, 30. This is not, my condition is not matching. So that's why it will not load into the target. Can somebody keep on mute, guys? Krishna, can you keep on mute? Okay. So now, so I have another 2 records. Let me copy this and it will load into the target, right? So how to develop this in Talend? We'll see now. See, this is the text file, right? So I want to read the text file, means we have to use the tFile input delimiter. Okay. So first thing, we need to schema. What is the column names are there? Those column names we need to import into the structure. We need to import into the Talend. How to import it? We'll see now. Let me go for the Talend. So there is a designer, there is a repository. So in that there is a metadata is there. So by using in the metadata section, we can import the structure schema. So there is a file delimiter. So right click the file delimiter, create a file delimiter, provide the file name. What is my file name? srcagg, right? So okay. So srcagg. Let me go for my designer. So let me paste the name. So now, so let me give srcagg demo 25. So click on next. Where the source file is there? Where the source file is there? The source file is available. Documents, Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited in 2022 year, batch 830, 25th July batch. Source folder is there, right? So we need to browse this path. How to browse means, so there is a browse button is there. So let me browse this button. Okay. So let me go for the source. Let me make as a text file. So let me select the empagg. What is the file name? empagg, right? srcagg. Okay. So srcagg. Let me select the srcagg file. So srcagg. So can somebody find it? srcagg. So srcagg.
It's there. It's
It,
there in the
it
middle
is
of the
above.
screen.
So
Still go
srcagg.
above.
Yeah.
Just
So
search
what
the
I will
file in
do?
the raw type
Yeah.
of the corner.
Yeah.
On the right top of the corner, you can search for the file.
Yes. So now I can view the whatever the data is there in this file. I can read in the file viewer. I can view it. So now click on next. So what is the delimiter in this file, team? What is the delimiter?
Comma.
Comma delimiter.
Comma delimiter. Okay. So we need to use the field separator as a comma.
Just,
There
I
is a
have a
head.
question.
Yes, please.
I have a question, sir. Could you please go back to the previous step? And there is an
Yeah.
option showing the format. Don't we need to change that format option just below the file
So
browsing
this is
area?
the like a Unix environment, Windows, Mac. That is the system based. Okay. So if you
Then
use Unix,
it should
pardon?
have been Windows, no?
No,
Because
it's
you're
not an
using
issue because of Windows, Unix does not issues. So this is my local machine, right? In the server, we need to select if you're using the Unix, the system is installed in the Unix. This OS is my laptop. OS is the
Okay, okay.
Windows.
I thought
Okay,
like the
so there
format
is
means the file type. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
no,
Please
no
continue.
issues. No. Okay, click on next. So field separator, we need to select the as per the source. My source is the comma, so that's why we need to select the comma. So there is a header record is there. So my source having header. There is employee number, employee name, job, salary, DEPT number. So we need to select the first record is a not a data, right? It is a column names. Okay, we need to select the column names. How to select means there is a header option is there. Header is disabled, right? So I want to enable means there is a one checkbox. Set heading row as a column name. Set heading row as a column names. Let me select the checkbox. So when you select this checkbox, refresh the preview. So it will come the actual data, original data in the tabular format. What is the employee number? What is the employee name? It will display, right? Okay. So then click on next. So then as per the requirement, we need to change the data types and length. So customer is asking employee number length 25, I can change it. So my source is employee name 255, I can change it. So this is the job to 50, salary 10, DPT number 5. As per the requirement, we can change the data types and lengths. Okay, after click and finish. First, I have imported the metadata. Okay, so in the metadata section, there is a file delimiter is there. In the file delimiter, I can import the schema of text file and CSV file. Now I have did for text file. Now I have to create a job. How to create a job means in the job design, there is a
Hello, sir.
create a
1
job
minute.
option.
Actually, I have one doubt here.
Yes, sir.
So we are directly creating this schema. I mean, the metadata we are creating, right? If it is, we are
Yes.
having only 2 or 3 columns, can we do that in that T file input delimited only directly? It's possible or not?
Yes, it's possible. We can manually enter it. See, I have 10 columns. I can easily manually enter. Assume that I have 50
No,
columns.
no, I got it. I got it. I got it. Actually, I'm asking that option is there or
Yeah,
not. That's it.
very,
Yeah.
very good.
Okay,
Very
thank you.
good question. We can do in manually also. Okay.
Okay, fine.
So we'll show you how to do in the manually as well as schema import both. So now I
Okay,
have to
thank you.
create a job, right? So how to create a job, we'll see now. So in the repository, there is a job design is there. So right click the job design, create a job option is there. Okay. So I can provide demo 25 job name. Okay. So we can purpose description, we can enter, click on finish. So then it will open the designer workspace. So there we can use the some talent components and we can implement it. So for example, now I have to read the text file, right? So I have already imported the metadata. So I will use that metadata for the multiple jobs, right? So let me drag that metadata to the my designer workspace. So we have imported demo 25, right? Can somebody find it? Where is it? So this one, I'm dragging into my designer workspace. So this is the text file. I want to read it. As we discussed earlier, we need to use the tFile input delimiter, right? Let me take the tFile input delimited. Okay. So let me select the tFile input delimited component. Now I want to load into another text file, right? So which component we have to take it? We need to take the tFile output delimited, right? So how to take that component? I know the component name, but I have to take, right? So there is a different ways we can take it. Okay, so in the palette we can take it. That is the one option. So in the file option, in the file section, there is the output. So this is the output component, right? So there is a tFile output delimiter is there. Select this component and drag it. This is the one option. I know the component name. So keep the cursor in the designer workspace, type the component name. tFile output delimited. Okay, so now I have to take my condition, right? I want to apply DEPT number 10. I want to apply some condition means which component we have to use means in the talent, there is a one component tFilterRow. By using the tFilterRow component, okay, I can filter the data. I can write some condition. I can filter the data. I can load into the target. So I want to write some condition means we need to use the tFilterRow component. So how to take that component? Keep the cursor here. Type the component name tFilterRow. So then you can select it. I took the components. Now I have to define the properties, right? I need to process the data from the source to target means we need to define the links first. So how to define the links? Right click, row and main, row and filter. Okay. So now double click the source. Okay. Define the properties. I have already imported the metadata. No need to define anything here. No change is required. So now when I come to the tFilterRow, so I have to define my condition, right? So there is a condition section. There is a plus symbol is there. In the input column, we need to select the DEPT number equal to value 10. I need to define the condition DEPT number equal to 10. Okay. Now I have to go for the T file output delimited. So I have to define where I have to generate my target file. So let me create one folder, new folder, batch, 8:30 a.m. Today is the 8th, right? 08th September 2022. In this folder, I will create one folder, target folder. So here I have to generate the target files. Okay. So how to browse this path? So let me go for Talend. So there is a browse button is there. There is a 3 dots. Click these 3 dots. So let me go for the documents. So Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited. So there is a 2022 year. So there is a September batch folder. Okay, there is a target folder. Let me pass the target file name, output 1.txt. Okay, so now my field separator I want in my target as a comma. Okay, my source having column names, right? Schema, employee number, employee name, job, salary, DPT number. Same I want in my output. Okay, so there is the include header option is there. We can use the include header. So now let me save the job file and save the job. Now I want to verify the data.
1 minute, sir.
My design.
1 minute, sir.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
if the append option is there, means actually it will overwrite now. The default it will be overwrite, or how it
Yes.
is. So if already the
Default.
output is there mentioned.
We'll explain it. That one. First, let me execute the data. Then we'll explain it. So now
Okay.
I want to execute the data. So there is a run button. There is a run tab. There is a run button. Click the run button. My job is running it. Okay, by default, if file is not there, it will create it, whichever we have defined it. So the exit code equal to 0 means job is successfully finished. So now I can go for my target folder. Okay. So I am opening the output. So DEPT number 10. How many records are loading? 3 records are loading as per my expectation, right? It is working fine. Now, so my source having some record, my target already 3 records are there. Now, when I select the append mode, please observe guys, what is doing. So my source having 3 record, my source having some records, my target having already 3 records. Again, my condition is matching 3 records. 3 records are coming. Total, it will come when you use the append 6 records. It will append the data. Keep on adding. Suppose when I run the next run, again, it will come the 3 records. So 9 records. It is appending, right? So now I want to override this data. I want delete this data. What are the sources coming? That source data only I want to load means in the tFile output delimiter, uncheck the append mode. There is advanced setting. There is one option. If file is already there, I don't want to fail the job. I want to override the data means we need to select this option. Uncheck throw an error if the file is already exists. Uncheck throw an error if the file is already exists. So now let me rerun the job. So how many records will come? It will come only 3 records now. It will delete the data. My source having some records. My condition is matching true 3 records. It will load it. So let me. So 3 records are loading. It means when you uncheck this option in the advanced setting, in the tFile output delimiter, in the advanced setting, when you uncheck this option, it will override the data. Okay, when you use the append means it will keep on adding the data. That is the use of append mode and override mode. Is it clear, team? Is this scenario is clear? See now
Yes.
my source having 11 records, 3 records are valid records. My condition is matching, loading into the target. The remaining invalid records, my condition is not matching. How many records are there, team? How many records are there?
8 remaining.
So those 8 records, I want to capture here another file. So I want to take another text file. Which component we have to use, team? As we discussed earlier, we have to
tFile
use
output delimiter.
tFile
Output delimiter.
output delimited. So let me give the link, row and reject. There is a reject link option is there. We can give the reject link. So now we need to provide the rejected path, right? Let me go for the target folder here. Before that, I will create a one folder, rejected folder. Okay. So let me create a one file here. How to create it? Let me browse this target rejected folder path and file name. Documents. Nandini Software Solutions Private Limited. So in the 2022 year, so in the September batch folder, so in the reject folder, let me give rejected data.txt. Okay, so I want to field separator comma means I can change it. Whatever is required, I can change it as per the requirement. So I want to include header. Let me go for advanced setting. Why we need to uncheck this option? If file is already there, it will face an error. So I want to override the data means we can use this option, right? Let me run the job, rerun the job again. I'm rerunning the job. So my job is finished. So source having 11 record, target is loading 3 records, invalid record 7. Let me open the rejected file. See why it is rejecting? Because of my DPT number condition is not matching. So that's why condition is failed. So that's why it is rejecting the data. Okay. So this is a way to implement the scenario in Talend. Okay. So the regular classes, guys, the regular classes, it is going to start from tomorrow morning 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. IST. If anyone interested, this is my phone WhatsApp number, phone number 9538160185. Okay. So we're allowing the 2 installments, guys. 2 installments. You don't need to pay a single installment. You can pay in the 2 installment. Half of the amount in the first installment, half of the amount in the second installments. Okay, we're conducting in the both online and offline. Offline means we're giving some 25% discount for this batch. Okay, in Bangalore Marathalli. Okay, if you're interested, you can let me know. Okay, let me stop recording, then we'll take some questions. So the Marathalli office address is this. So it is there in the KLM opposite. Marathalli Beach, KLM opposite in the second floor. Okay.
Excuse me, Venkat.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Let
Yeah,
me stop
what's the
recording. We'll
fees?
take questions.
Okay,